tell you something about these men in the world. Men are the highest in the nursing homes. Let me tell you why. That the moms and the grandmoms and the aunties and the sisters are all being taken care of out here in these streets, and they got people to nourish them and make sure they straight when they get old. And the men is the only ones in the nursing homes is because they deadbeats. They don't take care of their children. They cheat on their women. They cheat on their wives with men. They don't help their family members. As soon as they get money, they get their girlfriend. They take care of their girlfriend. They don't take care of their mom. Their mom house falling apart. Roofs is filled with water and black mold. And they want to be outside flying these streets taking drugs. And guess what? In the end, after they done cheated on everybody, done been disloyal to their children, but want to be loyal to their homeboy. If you're not loyal to your children, you're not loyal. Y'all will do anything for y'all homeboy, but when y'all get locked up, y'all want to call y'all baby moms and y'all women. But after all that you done did, you gonna get old, and guess what? Your dick gonna stop working. And you're going to need Viagra. And guess what? You're going to be sitting in a nursing home, and you're going to have a nurse taking care of you, and won't nobody call you, just like when you get locked up in jail, don't nobody call your ass. And they don't answer no motherfucking phone calls, and they don't put no money on your commissary, because bitches is tired of y'all. And y'all kids can't stand y'all.
Wow. When you look at the comments in these videos, often at times, it shows you how bad things really are out here in these streets. The delusion is absolutely real. And it also explains to you why you should never take life advice from women, specifically women for the streets. And she's wrong on so many different levels. One thing is true. They don't give a fuck about you, bro. They never have, they never will. It's guys out here that have intentionally become stepfathers, which is why I don't advocate for you to become a step baby daddy. But it's guys out here that has intentionally become stepfathers, and the kid goes off, and then he winds up being a son husband. You know why? It's because all across the board, whether you a son husband, whether you a step baby daddy, or whether you're a guy that's going to pick up the pieces for another dude that then made the chick a wife that was for the streets, women have always been afforded a level of protection because within society, we just exist in a sense that we always are going to look at them as the weaker vessel, right? The reason why a lot of guys are moving in the way that they are in their older age, and let's be clear, it's a lot of guys that's now not necessarily being relegated to nursing homes, but we'll get into that in a minute. The reason why a lot of guys are relegated to the way that they are in their older age is not because of anything that they missed out on or they didn't do in their youth. As a matter of fact, I would advocate, or I would say that most guys are good guys. Most guys have taken care of their children. Most guys' reputation have been destroyed as a result of what the mother is saying about the father, and not necessarily about what it is that is really happening in the reality of the situation. Here's the truth, is that no matter how egregious that a woman is, no matter how many divorces that she gets, no matter how many ways in which she mess up in society, look at the messenger. It's Sukihana for the sake of God, right? This is a woman that is for the streets in every way, shape, and form. And you know what happened when she finally got karma for the way that she's advocating for and the energy that she's putting out there when OK Cyrus then kissed her in the mouth, which obviously nobody is saying that that's right. And we need him to be more situationally aware. But when you present yourself a certain type of way, you attract a certain energy. You know what happened? Everybody came to her aid. Everybody forgot about all of the things that she did prior to it. You know why? Because men are weak for weak women. Men are weak for their mothers. Men are weak. No matter how bad your mother messes up, no matter how much you find out that she kept you from your father, you'll ask her. You might even hold her a little bit of accountable, but you don't let her fall. Most men don't. You know why? Because she's still your mother and she's still a woman. It has nothing to do with whether or not she lived her life the right way. It has nothing to do with whether or not she took care of business. It has nothing to do with whether or not she was on the up and up. As a matter of fact, what I'm starting to find out in society today is that a lot of women just hide their secrets and they're willing to take it to the grave even more. How many times have we heard of a woman, doing something against the guy, but then when she gets in her older age, she's still being taken care of by the community? You know why? Because all they see her as this old lady. You know, when I see old women walking down the street, the first thing that comes to my mind based off of how it is that I'm seeing things happen in society today is, I wonder what bullshit she did when she was younger. I wonder how many men she took through the ringer, right? I wonder how many men is Me Too'd. See, even with with the Me Too movement when it first started kicking off, right? What we found is that women always were the victim regardless of what the situation is that they put themselves in. So they can go in, you know, do whatever it is that they want to do, get all of the resources, get put through school, get taken care of or whatever. And then 30 years later, they can come back and be a victim. It's just the society that we live in, and that men understand that we have no safety net. And so what I'm imploring for men to do, because it's really a completely different narrative that needs to be communicated as a result of this video. And please don't listen to Sukihana and take a life advice, baby. What men have to start doing is protecting themselves. What's happened is that they've given all of their resources, all of their time, all of their love, all of their step baby daddy energy, you know, into taking care of other people, because we exist often to provide and protect. We just don't want to be used. But then by the time that guys find out that it's too late, they've been used, they've been discarded, they've been absolutely destroyed. And so they have nothing left, because the woman then took whatever it is that she could from him. And then she went over and found another baby daddy, or she went and found her son husband, and then make sure that he takes care of her, right? But the reality is this: men are starting to wake up. Men are starting to then put themselves in a position of power, and women is starting to be flipped. See, that was historical, right? Historically, we didn't have the level of information, we didn't have the mentors, we didn't have the insight, we didn't have the experiences to draw upon and then come to a better conclusion. Now, men are starting to wake up. Now, men are starting to see the errors and the ways of their father and their grandfather. When daddy said, happy wife, happy life, and he died off, grandmama didn't give a fuck about him, really. And as a matter of fact, some of y'all that may be watching this video right now, the man that you thought was your father really ain't even your father, and that's your mother's fault, right? We've seen family court and how women are leveraging family court against the guy, and then the kid grows up and not know his father, and then what happens after that? The reality is this: nobody cares about you. We've always known that, but now we're starting to wake up to the reality of it, and it's starting to be the reverse. Women are starting to die alone. Women are starting to find themselves without a companion. Women are starting to find themselves being held accountable for the things that they did against their kids for their father. And then, you know, it's the first time in history that you're starting to see this play out. So why they're over there painting a narrative, I don't know. But the reality is that, don't take life advice for Sukihana. Protect yourself and do the thing that's in your own best interest. Understand that nobody is coming to save you. And also know that even though we advocating for and we holding women accountable, like we've always held ourselves accountable, because we harder on ourselves than we are on them, the reality is this: there will always be another simp and another dude to come up and pick up the pieces from the wreckage and the trash that this woman has left behind. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm curious as to what you guys think in the comments. I'll holler at you later. Peace.